How's Voodoo? Make sure we're running. Yeah, it should be good times. I'm gonna start some giant hold action here. We have let's see, we'll probably be starting with trial. This will be the 4th out of 10, right? Twitch.tv/my-name. Reaper, and then the first one is, see, these are level 13, right? Yeah, so we're going to start with the trial. By fire. Point. Alright. Make sure my LFM's up and running. I'm the only one at this level range. So we'll see what happens. We will see if we can get some people together. Come together. Get me XP. We did pretty good last night. Hey, good morning, Tlab. Did pretty good last night with the XP. Let's see if I remember right. I made this comment that Monday evening when we started the stream, we were still level 19. So, and today is what, Wednesday? Wednesday morning? Sounds good, mate. I will save you a spot. But, yeah, we made some pretty good progress. All things considered yesterday. We're level 27 now. We have a bunch of Sagas prepped, so it is possible that we'll just take our Sagas and not double hit with this. I'm a little bit interested in the, I don't know why I chose to kill these ones. I'm a little bit interested in the notion of seeing what we could do with this exact shell and turn it into more of a DPS build, going like all in strength, etc. But also kind of want to keep things moving. Get my last Tiefling life done. Get back to the rule of 3. But it's got to wait till after the hardcore server, probably. Speaking of hardcore server, next week, a week from today, 7 days. Bear tank wolf equal DPS. Yeah, I think you could have a pretty good DPS variation on this. Like I said, I specifically going for maximizing survivability for the hardcore server, for the group. And I definitely took it too far one direction, right? I definitely pushed it as hard. Let's see, we're just on Reaper 1. I can just kill through Reaper 1. Did they show rewards? Did they show rewards where? For the hardcore? I don't think so. I think that's probably going to be on today's show. I imagine that's going to be on Jerry's show. He might be doing it right now, even. I don't know. I currently don't even have Jerry's stream up, so I don't even know if anything interesting is going to happen or not. Oh, excuse me. Still kind of waking up this morning. Just booting up. Boop, 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 boop. I spawned the spiders. My big bear booty. And more importantly, a Fear Reaper. Probably need to take a look at the... No, I told you to switch weapons. No, I did. Why is it still coming up in portal? Weird. Anyway, I need to probably take a look at my weaponry here. Although we're going to change it next level, so maybe I don't worry about it that much. We have a workaround. But turns out neither of my epic weapons that I've been using lately have Ghost Touch. Because I've had Ghost Touch in the builds in other ways. So I haven't put it on the weapon. Well, now this build doesn't have Ghost Touch.
You don't need weapons.
Well, I mean, it is my right to bear arms, so...
You can do weapons.
I mean, claw people to death with them. Specifically, trolls in this particular example. Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing the exact same quest as you are.
Oh yeah? On this server? Or on a different server?
This server.
Why are we not together?
You.
I honestly didn't even see you were on the... Oh, you're level 15 now. I honestly didn't even see that you were logged on, to be honest.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, morning.
Nope, no more doggy. That pace.
What are you doing now, bro?
Can you join hold?
It's back on Sork.
Sorker. Okay. Are you still in the troll layer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elephant is up and everything.
Or we could do that.
It's fine too.
I asked Jerry about the hardcore because it's like pretty much all I care about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to know if there's like a mount in there or something. Like, especially if the mount's stable, I'm more incentivized to go do it, you know?
I mean, I really hope they don't do another horse mount. I hope they do literally anything else, but I think there'll probably be another mount.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing that doesn't impact gameplay, where they have art resources.
You get the potential to win a leaderboard. That's what the reward is.
What is the theme this time? Do you know?
Dalcor, I guess, is what they inferred at one point.
Dalcor? Okay. Because I know, like, usually they have, like, the mount themed around it, right? So, like, they had, like, the last one was an Archon, the one before that was the weird bone one.
The Bone Horse!
The bone horse, yeah.
It's wearing the same hat you can wear if you want.
I'm almost in.
Hey, welcome.
Oh my god, my chat server's working.
Oh, dear Lord. I know, I'm just trying to decide how much oomph I feel like putting in this stuff today, because I went ahead and I downloaded the Magic Legacies, or Legends, or whatever it's called. Got it up and running and installed. So, kind of want to check it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Also need to spend some time on Final Fantasy Tactics this week and get that done.
I tried my best to get that to work, but I could not get it to work, so I just kind of gave up.
Yeah, I don't know what I said. It had that weird couple of messaging for me that it's like, instead of saying, sorry, we need to do some patching, they did some other stuff, but all came together.
I didn't try like restarting my computer and like doing all that jazz, but I also didn't care enough to do that. You know what I mean? Like I downloaded it because you downloaded it, really. You know what I mean?
Well, and if it's like a quarter as good as I want it to be, right? It may be playable.
Right.
So, like, I feel they have a huge opportunity to do something really impressive with this game, and I fully expect to be let down.
I think that's like a guarantee, right?
But it doesn't mean it can't turn around or get to that at some point.
I don't know. A lot of my friends were like, "Oh, you should download Baldur's Gate free," and I'm like, "I'm not downloading that game until
Yeah, I'm gonna play it when it's done.
Like it's, I'm one of those people like I know for a fact that if I download that game and I play it, I'm gonna get disappointed and then I won't play it when it's actually done. You know what I mean?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I'm a person that wants the whole story. Like, if I'm gonna play through it, I'm gonna play through it. I don't want to do like 2 days of it or 3 days of it now, and then in a year where God knows what things look like or where things are at.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also like they don't have like as much as I rag on bards in this game. Bard is my favorite D&D class, and they don't even have that right now. So.
That's not what I wanted. That's much higher than I expected.
You are not.
No, I opened the door. I always go open that door first.
Mm-hmm.
So stragglers can get in, so I can get that flag that you need that doesn't talk about in the quest, everything.
Flag that you need?
There's if you don't, somebody has to go over there by that grate, by that door. If somebody doesn't, then you cannot complete the quest. There's a flag to complete the quest that you are not notified about.
I've never had that issue. I've never run up to that door and I've never had that issue.
Feel free to go try it. I guarantee you it will not complete.
I'm telling you, I've done this quest thousands and thousands of times and I've never gone to that door.
Yep. I want to tell you, I have consistently not been able to complete that quest unless somebody walks to that door. You can walk through it from either side. There's a proximity trigger that goes off and gives you flavor text. And I have literally sat at the end fight going, why the hell? Everything's checked off.
No, I don't know. I'm telling you that I never run to that door and I don't ever have any problems completing this quest.
Miracles never cease, I suppose.
I guess.
I completed my quest.
Did you?
Yay!
Proud of you.
Good job, buddy.
I just being a sorcerer. This is kind of nice sometimes.
Run, boom.
I was real tempted to just like go finish my my legendary Reapers on like R1 with Talab, and then just go back into Alchemist. I was real tempted this morning. But I think I still want to try to get like one more good run at like some higher Reaper, you know?
There's a guy doing R10. Oh, what is it called? The Defier of the Just Defier of the Just Flagging.
Yeah, I've done all that. I'm missing like the Age of Rage and like Flavor. A couple other random bits.
I just knock all the things down that contribute to Dungeon Alert.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pass by for secret doors.
Yeah. I think they have that. It's Rogue Epic Lives. Or at least martial things. It's a feat. You toggle it on and off. Get like +3 to all your skills even.
No, I just want to know secret doors because I remember they were there in last time, the life before, and 156 lives before that.
Yeah, that's what that is. It's +1 to all your skills. And that's how it works. +1 to all your skills. Because you know where the secret doors are, you can get +1 to your skills.
I do have that turned on right
I'm
now.
like half out, I think.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you want one of those things to go get the extra chest.
I don't know. If it was thrown up before I was like half recalled, I probably would have.
Well, I'm gonna go get my extra chest.
Do it. Do it.
So I can contribute to the defense guild.
Do it.
I feel it in my gut. I fear we will do evil again.
Is it the Maze of Madness, or is it just Maze of Madness? I thought it was just Maze. No, it's the Maze of Madness. Shoop-a-doom-bum.
I too am doing Amazing Madness.
Yeah, but you should definitely be faster than me.
Hail to Valor. Look at that.
Nice.
Such a place.
We'll get the lavender eventually.
I mean,
Not too long.
let's see. I'm currently at 26+ million guild renown.
I'm very close to just like leaving a bank character in my guild and then just coming over here because my guild's going nowhere. With just me and Rhett running, and I run so little anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, those are all options.
Ooh, the Mountain's Fist. I can't wait to throw that away.
The what?
Mountain's Fist.
Oh, I heard the mount is wearing fez, and I'm like, what?
The Darfax.
Just like all about mounts wearing fez. I would.
Oh my gosh.
That would be great. I'd like to be able to have cosmetics for my horse.
Yeah, I bet this build would be great if I had some gear that was about level 15 right now.
You know, I feel oftentimes the exact same. Without
saying.
bringing up any conversations from last night, you can go back and watch last night's stream where Tobrella and I had a brief and passionate discussion about it. Where I think we were both talking about this more or less the same thing around each other. With some slight variations.
Yeah, but you're talking about like an ancient iteration of something versus the tech they have now.
Nope. It's the exact technology they just introduced.
Yeah, but you were talking about the old discussion point of I'm
Negative.
going to take this one thing versus just put it wherever. Oh, man.
That's kind of fair. The reason why I did that is so it seems more likely that they would be interested in doing it. Because I'm a realist.
Except they've already surpassed it. I actually got to thinking yesterday about what if you just took hodgepodge stuff and is it possible to make an in-game gear set using no set items?
Yeah.
I think the answer may be yes.
You could do anything. You could run around naked if you felt like it. Doesn't mean
A
it's
good in-game gear
what
set
you
with
want
no
it to
set
be.
items.
I don't know. Feel like some of the set bonuses are so strong as a point of selling expansions that they have warped huge chunks of their game, and the easiest fix using the best technology that they already have.
Are we going up or are we going like actual?
Probably up. You
Okay,
need
can
jump.
I get a jump then?
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's fine. Like, I normally would be... I'm fine for either way. If Bohawk wants to get the trap bonus, I'm down. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care that much which method we go. I'm fine either direction, but I am not the trapper, so... Oh my gosh, can I grab it?
I have found that harder in, like, animal form.
Well, I switched out of animal form.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I don't know.
I mean, I had the wizard generously cast Featherfall on me, so I have 4 minutes of pain and suffering.
Oh, that wasn't the wizard.
Alright, never mind.
You know I'm in the group. You know you're, like, constantly getting Featherfall. I mean, come on.
See, so why even bother to wear it? It's trash. It's a trash power when you wear it all the
And
time.
you know if I had water breathing, you'd have that too.
It's just, it makes no sense.
What, to have water breathing?
I have Featherfall
I just don't want you. I just don't want you to drown. I'm concerned about you, my friend.
Yeah, but all this not water here to not be able to breathe. That's
But
the
you
problem.
know, you never know when the gods are just gonna bring down wraths of floods and
Also,
famine, you know.
bears float.
I don't know that that's true.
It is true.
I don't know, man. I think we should just hedge our bets and give you water breathing just in case.
I don't know what motivated me to fire off a blood tribute. Oh, Master Maker's fingers. Very cute.
More importantly, note what slot is in them.
Failure.
I think I have 2 augments slotted. I have Deathlock and Featherfall, that's it. It's all I have slotted. The rest of it's just like whatever, man.
Just whatever came in the gear.
For as long as you're gonna be 15 to 20.
Yeah. Ooh, that one was not me. The wizard actually did just cast Featherfall.
Told you. I know who's spamming Featherfall. Hopefully the wizard kills this guy. Hey, Bohawk, can you kill this guy real fast for the optional experience? Like, I cannot. My arms won't reach that far. Thanks, mate.
Ooh, I got stunned. That's not good.
Oh, now is the opportunity to let you die for revenge to get rid of the spell.
It's a good thing I have a Harper pen then.
Like, Sam, why are all the monsters intimidated directly on me? Why do you have ranks in diplomacy now? Samus pull them in, and Samus kick them out.
Oh, I re-upped the shrines.
Okay.
I have another month of fire, and that's it. I don't know why I have another month of fire.
Because there's a weird amount in the backpack. I had a weird amount of something else also. Should probably send a letter to the Brits letting them know that that is the case.
That they're about to substantially be less powerful.
No, I'm pretty sure they also grabbed at least one alt
Oh, okay.
piece for ship buffs. Alright. Let's not... Okay, no. It's not trapped. Alright,
What else
voices.
is 13?
Now... Oh, I'm halfway still. Alright, Madstone. And I guess we'll just continue doing one because there's nobody else. Like, if the LFM would fill, I would step it up, but...
Right.
LFM is just not filling today.
So I am pumped about this stable. It's one of the things they've done. It's exactly how they should have done it.
Yeah,
That's
it
pretty
looked
cool.
good. I haven't seen it other than the stills on Linabelle's
You've
Twitter,
seen it.
but yeah, it looks correct to me. Again, I have the feeling that they need to make sure
So,
that they consider the people who spent points on that mount bag, though. some
That
way.
is specifically listed in the thread as something they're going to do something about.
Okay. Is it character bound, character kind of driven thing? So like, if you go get a horse from Borderlands, is it only on that in that character stable, or is it an account stable?
It goes to the account, which raises the question of slow versus fast mounts.
What the heck? I just got one shot by like soul cruelty.
Ogres, man, or trolls.
So if you get a raid
I
mount,
mean, I didn't have any. Like, he hit me for 450, but I had more hit points than that. But it killed me in one shot.
Probably double hit you then. And there was just a
No.
lag moment right that second for me as well.
I don't know, because there was no. Yeah, whatever. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Bro.
I tried the raid mount and swapped characters, and the other character had it.
Oh, that's
I did not try a farm to mount.
Well, I imagine it'd be the same. Yeah, that might be kind of a problem too, right? If like somebody like got a raid mount on 2 different characters, they're gonna be that's gonna be like a free that moment, right?
It's fine.
Think so?
Not that big a deal. Compared to the game for everybody, I feel that outweighs the loss of somebody that farmed out a raid mount for every individual character.
Well, again, though, you're not the person that did that, so they're allowed to feel however they want to feel about it.
The mounts drop with some regularity. They drop about like the things for sentient weapons drop. The Spark of Dreams.
Oh, really?
Maybe
I
not
still haven't.
quite that
I
common, but they
haven't.
drop pretty common.
I've yet to see one. I've run that raid quite a few times, way more
You
than
ran
any
that
other raid.
raid exactly 3 times. They drop like candy.
No, I've run that raid probably 10 times. I think. I've only seen that chest drop twice though.
What are you talking about?
The demigod chest, right? That the mount comes out of the twisted
the
chest,
mounts
right?
drop in regular chests.
Oh, okay. Well then,
And they just started dropping after.
I was gonna say
the last update.
after that big update, I probably run it probably 7 times, maybe
Okay, well they drop
8 times.
quite common. Drop
Did
pretty
you
common.
ever figure out if you can buy it with raid runes?
You cannot.
Okay.
At least not the last time I looked. But they drop pretty frequently. It's going to be the same thing with the Sparks, where in a couple of months it's going to be like, hey, you know what, this horse? No, I'll just leave it in the chest. So, not that big a deal. We'll all have pretty ponies.
I honestly don't even like the unicorns that much.
Well, you don't have to use it.
The big draw for Brel on the raid horse is that it doesn't have a beard.
Yeah. I've been using the white fast mount for quite a while. I like that one. I think the best.
Does inventory space is going to be nice as well.
Yeah. Well, again, they need
Those
to
little slots.
figure out the exact
I-
same thing for.
I still can't
Fast travel
understand
items.
why. I still can't understand why we have stuff like this, right? Like mount stables and stuff like that, but we can't get a freaking component pouch or a scroll case. Like
They
that doesn't make sense.
Can, if they want to adapt probably this technology for it.
I don't know. Every time I've asked about that on like the stream, it's been like some like BS, like, oh, it doesn't work. You know, like our systems just don't work that way, and you know,
Well,
like yes,
again,
they do.
the reason why is because it's an item being, or pile of items being contained in another item. So the way that their pointer system works, it doesn't work the way. We can leave. I'm not gonna beat all those guys down. But they
Sorry,
start with
what was
this,
that
and then
about?
they do fast travel, and there's also the tax of inventory space, I think is what he said.
You know, this is one of the first things I've seen them do lately that's just 100% on.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, a component pouch is gonna save most characters, most spellcasters, 10 slots. Right? It's gonna save alchemists like 30 slots.
It only stacks to 330.
Again, if they like this technology, I imagine this technology could be adapted for spell components, and quivers, and other things. One of the things that they did... Oh, that is not the button I wanted to push. That must have been what happened previously. One of the good things they've done is let some of the developers a little bit more off the chain lately. Hopefully they will continue to let people get things done.
The obvious ones.
The bluff seen from the crater floor lies ahead. A shimmering magic crystal.
It certainly is a step in the right direction.
It is.
And I don't like to naysay when they make steps in the right direction. I just feel like 15 years of patterns has a tendency to jade me more the other direction. Always hope, but don't expect. Alright, good.
I don't think that's gonna do anything, but
No, but now they should come out in two, since we did stagger their deaths pretty well. So 2 at a time, we should be more than able to. I guess not. I guess they're not going to stagger enough.
I need some more hit points.
Or some Samus can be used.
Thank you.
I literally give them away. People literally can just walk over to the circle and get hit points.
What circle?
My aura.
I cannot see your aura.
I can't see it right now either.
Are you playing Crusader?
No. That could be better.
What magic and aura do you have?
He's got a warlock aura.
Oh, good. Use it.
Yeah, we're practicing for hardcore.
I forgot to I have defeated the enemy stuff for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I hope my revenge was slow and well thought out. Hey, Morning Floor, what's up, buddy? Oh, I have got to take some time this afternoon to get some measurements and get some stuff ordered for the bus.
Well, I just about got all my stuff set up and ready to start the Craps YouTube channel.
Good.
I think that's coming in the near future, like within a month. I'm gonna do my best to post a video like once a month or once a week. I mean, do my best. There's a muted floral in here.
Yeah, that's floor. Do I still have Tangeroot or Three Bell Cove arrows at level XP? Three Bell Cove, yes. Tangleroot, no. Three Bell Cove is a saga now, so it's a lot of experience also.
It is a ton of experience.
If you go in at level 7 and do them all on hard or Reaper 1 or Elite, should level you. You should have to gain experience or take a level before you finish Three Bell Cove. So much experience.
Honestly, the last couple of times that I've done like actually leveling through heroics, I like get through that before like I don't even get like the full bonus because there's just so much XP at that low level.
Yeah,
Like there's a stupid amount of XP at that low level.
So the reason I specifically do it is because it's part of the saga, so it adds in later.
Oh yeah, I do too. But what I'm saying is like there's so much like even now, especially with Feywild, like that low level is just like so fast.
Yeah. Oh no, I still haven't become completely comfortable with Feywild, mostly because migraine stuff, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a wild time in the hardcore, for the record.
Mm-hmm.
Some changes in my day-to-day life include taking this migraine medication.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a heavy migraine medication day.
And there are certain days that I definitely feel my hand-eye coordination is slacked. So, gonna be some fun times on the hardcore. I'm not gonna say that I'm fairly certain I've died at least once or twice to that on live, but I'm fairly certain I've died once or twice to that on live now. Alright, well, screw that. You don't happen to have haste, do you?
No.
Okay.
Warlock.
One of the warlocks can get haste. I don't know which one. I think.
Not the fiend one.
Well,
It's a spell you can take, but
it's just one of the things that have caught me quite a few times about this build and some of the other builds lately is the amount of slows. Like I think normally I build my build in such a way that I hit hard enough that even if I don't attack at the normal attack speed, it doesn't matter that much. This is not the case for this build. Whoa, Dilly. Something is hitting quite hard. Alright, try to Get aggro for as much of this stuff that comes up the ramp as possible, but don't kill it. Unless we have to. This way we can just control that aggro and leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have to say that every time because every time inevitably somebody's going to just start smashing things for no reason.
Yep. I usually try to pull like one of the other skeletons back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't worry about that so much anymore. Don't kill that guy, just let him be mad at me, please.
I am coming up the ramp for a duress.
In slow-mo mode, it's going to take a minute.
Bear. I'm standing on your bear.
On my tail.
Alright.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait until I can switch form also. Alright, we have those guys' attention.
Can you not res in bear form?
No. I don't have the room for that spell.
Oh.
Alright, which side are you in?
I came down the.
I have a skull now. Oh, it's doing rage now to do that action too.
Of course you are. You can get me on the way back down. It's not a big deal. I'll pike.
Well, again, if I just find your general location there, I think you're generally this way. Oh, I see you now here.
Thank you.
Yeah, slow dismissing the rage, like those things together really add up to. As a bear, you're not going anywhere. It's just your whole life is molasses.
Right.
Oh boy. Oh, we got our scroll in our hand again still. I'm like so used to doing 0 damage on certain enemies. I'm like, these guys should do real damage. Yeah, all this stuff they won't respawn if we just leave them alive. That must be Floor trying to say something. Hey, Floor. Never known a man that has so much trouble with Discord than Floor. That's not true. Ben used to have trouble with Discord a lot too. Never someone so skilled in technology. Ben, we went in there and we... Well, I was going to say, for Ben, what we did was we found a mod that changed it from Discord to US Army, and bam, he started working. Yeah, TeamSpeak was good. The problem is TeamSpeak cost money. So we decided to...
Oh my gosh.
Let TeamSpeak go and use Discord, because there's an... Discord actually does a lot of things except for voice really, really well.
I'm good.
And its voice actually isn't that bad. Like, it has improved substantially.
I'm gibbers, so I'm not sure if I'll make it through this door or not.
Alright, we'll try. I'd much rather you be on the other side of the door and I can just leap through than...
The tunnel rises ahead, winding up the crater's edge.
This would be a good time to tend to Paul's pictures.
I'll do it now.
You heard that somebody may buy Discord, add it to their collaborator package software. Oh, Microsoft? Maybe. I have no idea.
Microsoft is potentially buying Discord.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like 10 million or something like that.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about that.
Yeah, I saw Adventure Beat. What to do? Pretty good.
Thank you.
They did buy GitHub.
So when I hit 30, I'm gonna flip this character back into a rogue. But I'm in between right now on if I want to do Dex or Int.
Depends if you're gonna go ranged or you're gonna go.
I was gonna go like dual like dagger assassin stuff.
Probably Int then.
Yeah. I heard like two different things. It's like Int if you want DPS, and then Dex if you want survivability.
Who wants that? Nobody wants Int. No one wants DPS.
Pretty sure Int is the best. Unless you're going to be ranged. Did you just say no to DPS?
Nobody wants DPS.
It's like the most anti-Tobrel thing I ever heard.
We gonna get this guy? He's like, you know.
Oh, I didn't realize he passed. Is he here?
Yeah, he's like right here.
Oh, well then. Yeah, I guess I still don't understand everyone's love with killing all these guys. We just leave.
Because I think like most people are in that we have to kill these.
Yeah, just we don't. Right. It is not a requirement of the quest. It is an optional that you may accomplish along the way.
I heard killer humans.
Oh, those are giant skeletons.
Kill all skeletons.
I swear they did a thing so weapons break more easily again. I can't prove it. Just a hunch. I feel like weapon damage has increased substantially the last update or so.
It's because you're on low DPS build. No, it literally is because you're on low DPS build.
Why is that a thing?
The more you hit and swing and whatnot and grind away, the more your weapon takes damage.
I also find that if you're strength build, then you get your weapon takes more damage. I can't prove that, but I feel like that's true.
So the previous two lives that were not low DPS, why did their weapons seem to break more often?
Were you strength build?
No, I was charisma based.
No. Well, then, I don't know. Maybe you're bad at the game. I don't know.
That is
guys
fair.
died like 8 times.
I think you are trying to play that thing like a Sork, and it's not a Sork. I think it's a different play style that you have not adjusted to.
That's very possible. I rarely play this character, and it's an alt that does not have very good gear.
Also, I feel like if you moved into the style that hopefully we're gonna be, or I'm at least gonna be doing on the hardcore, where I'm like running ahead, getting the aggro, doing the stuff, I think you would come in and just kill everything. Why have most of the aggro? The problem is the shit that I can't control.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you run ahead of me, get that aggro, and get what feels like one-shotted. That's probably just like a fast double shot. To give a neutral third-party observation of what seems to be happening. Because I think you have plenty of hit points. I think your DPS is probably fine. Like, your kills seem correct.
I don't know, man. I feel like my DPS is not good.
Well, again, right now, I'm literally doing
What are you playing?
hundreds of
I'm a
damages.
Oh,
warlock.
yeah, DPS is bad. Don't even have to look.
Well, what I'm saying, like, I feel like my DPS is bad even for a warlock. You know what I mean? Like, it's the DPS for a warlock is already bad, and this is, you know, my low gear is not helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, somebody like myself, or I guess Bohawk is down there smashing things when they spawn out the door. Just sitting there controlling that battle, then that cone DPS is more than adequate on 4 or 5 guys. Your single target may be lower, but the fact that you're hitting 5 or 6 guys that aren't hitting you back puts them in a pretty good spot. I know this is the quote-unquote boring part of the quest here, everybody, so I apologize for that, but this is the most efficient way that I have ever found to do this particular part of the quest. Yeah, Bohawk went back and killed that other enchanter. He has slain 3. Samus knows best? I don't know about that. I'm sure there are things that my limited impressions on would be changed if I had more experience or more information.
To get you to play a game that has actual tanking mechanics. And
Yeah,
really
I'm not,
gather-
again, I'm not really interested in this style long term. I just want to be able to gather the mobs for hardcore. Is something outside of my playstyle comfort zone. That was the challenge. So, if my experience within the game that I do play is limited, that's part of what's going on. For sure. Send you some Bob Marley songs. I'm fairly certain you have a D-door, though. I feel like I've seen you cast
Lana.
D-door.
Lana.
Danger zone.
Hey, thank you very much for the raid, my friend. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just doing a little bit of quick epic leveling. Trying to get things done before hardcore starts. I want to take a little extra time and get the Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough done, stuff like that. So take a look at the new Magic the Gathering game. So that means we got to work hard and work fast, get some stuff done. Hardcore starts a week from today. When the servers come back up next week from the weekly restart, supposedly hardcore will be live.
I'm trying to find if there's put on the forums or something the rewards for hardcore, but I'm not seeing anything.
I don't. Again, I suspect when those announcements are made, they're going to be made live on Jerry's stream. It's like,
Jerry's stream is going on right now, and he was like Skill Star or something.
okay, so they must be talking about the
They were on Lana.
Yeah, they're talking about the current changes. I certainly feel like those are much better shows than some of the other shows. Like, using that platform to share, to communicate directly with the devs, and the devs to like communicate back, or is a much better medium than what they've been using. Hope they continue that trend. Yes, as part of the weekly Dead Hamster Exchange.
Does the caster of the madness magic wait atop that? A narrow ramp winds up to the top of the spire. At its peak, the true caster of the mad stone.
So quite a bit to do in the next week for old Samus here.
A skeletal warrior.
Plus, I'd like to get a little bit of stuff figured out for the bus, which means going out and actually doing stuff while it's raining, which sounds terrible.
Yeah, but you'd be in a bus. So
Sometimes I will be crawling outside of the bus and under the bus and around the bus. Now, if I'm gonna spend like most of my time inside, I can start a little fire, get it nice and toasty. Different story. But like, I gotta figure out which muffler to buy. I've gotta figure out some plumbing stuff. I've got a bunch of weird things to do. Tell me about it. Nearing the second big final story patch for Final Fantasy XIV before the end of the expansions. Too many things before that happens. Yeah, I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV. I was debating it for a little bit because the guys had jumped in on it, but I could not afford a second sub. I know they like to do like free weekends and free stuff from time to time, but I'm broke. 123 XP. Oh, that's a good D-door right there. I like that one. I have to sell and repair before we head to the next part.
To avoid. The greater here will drive you mad, and only death will bring peace.
What's the head's quest called? Discord? Foundations of Discord? That sounds right to me. Oh, and there's a group doing Secret of the Slaver Stockade. Oh, I know the other thing I need to do. If I can figure out get some guides together. I need to go do Temple of Elemental Evil and become a little bit more proficient with that. And Tower of Frost, at least cursory, more proficient. That's another one of those quests that I don't have a lot of experience with, so I have a lot of the fear. Temple of Elemental Evil and Tower of Frost. Although I think there's a reasonable guide of Tower of Frost somewhere. There's probably a good guide for Temple of Elemental Evil somewhere too, I just haven't found it.
Alright, you went to Foundation?
Yeah, that's where I'm heading right now.
Okay.
Speak
I'm
to
gonna go
Brian
step
Pitts.
in and then I'm gonna take a AFK for a few minutes.
Sounds go. Pro strat for any quest, don't run out of hit points. Ugh.
Oh,
There's
man.
something I'm always forgetting.
I don't think I can do that, sorry.
It does
Actually,
sound...
sometimes you do want to run out of hit points.
Run out?
Yep.
Yeah,
Let the feast of
I've had
souls
situations where I've wanted characters to run out of hit points. Oh. Oops. That works. Okay. I was trying to tell Bohawk take care, but instead I told him TX for Texas, I guess. So hopefully he has a rough idea. I don't know. I tried to hit TC and instead my fat fingers hit TX and then I hit enter before I could confirm that what I typed.
Okay. I mean, maybe you just really like Texas, and
I mean, I do probably really like Texas. I think that's where we're going pretty quick on the bus.
Gross.
Probably during the cold times.
Although I will say that Texas has been opened up to the idea of possibly a place to move to. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to move any place forever. I just someplace.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. Someplace with a little bit of flexibility. We have family that lives there, etc., etc. So it makes it a much easier place to go visit than someplace where I know nobody. Just like Colorado's high on the list because we know people who live there. Or like Washington. No, I know people who live in Washington. Oregon. Yeah, I don't know anything. Hey, Thoughtcar, what's up, buddy? Nick Jam, what's up, buddy? See, you've got your name changed in all the places. Yeah, I don't know anybody in Washington D.C. I was thinking Washington State. My brother moved up there a few years ago now. Last Christmas, I think, actually. Bows? I mean, we'll see. Tobrell was checking out things, and I think he overall had positive things to say about it. Welcome to talk about the bow changes if you'd like, Tobrell.
They changed bows.
I think there was some commentary about it still might rely heavily on this prestige, or this, what do they call these things? I want to say prestige classes, but that's not what it's called. I'm secretly super old. Enhancement tree. But overall...
Yeah, they're going to have to finish that up first for the... But it'll be okay.
I think it's going to come down to that universal tree for them to be very good, but sounds like it's steps in the right direction, which is all you can really hope for, right? No, there's no release data on that as far as I know yet, but I did not watch Jerry's stream, so assuming that's why people are trickling over. Jerry is wrapped up and didn't raid anybody as usual. Hey, Magenta. What's up, buddy? AKA Shu. You planning on joining us for some hardcore action? There's every likelihood that I'll have to go through twice. I want to potentially, depending on what's going on, I potentially am gonna try to take a character through the wife's account to whatever rewards I think are the most useful for her account going forward. Good morning, Pip. Good to see you, buddy. I think this is the nightmare that we're gonna play. I'm certainly feeling challenged by the playstyle in many ways. Horse stable, yeah. I saw some stills of it. Just looks good. Tobrell again says it looks good. Actually playing with it on llama, so pretty pro horse stable. No, that is not the button I meant to push. However, I will tell you that the horse stable does show how quick they can put something into production if they want. Again, it was less than 2 weeks ago that the developer Linabel posted that preview on Twitter. And now it's out in the llama preview. So they can move very fast in SSG if they feel like it. They just do something with cosmetics. I really feel like they just need another storage tab for cosmetics. They keep saying they can't figure out how to put them in, but we can already sort by cosmetics in the... It's a little bit more busy than I want to deal with. We can already sort by cosmetics in... suck. Where is he? In the shared bank. We also have the technology to only equip cosmetics in the cosmetic equip slot. So I'm tired of that excuse. Hey, Forehand. Good morning, buddy. He's already using the... There's Arnardo. Alright. Give me a heal, buddy. It's like your whole job is to give me heals.
I cannot heal you. You are not made of metal.
Oh, foolishly not made of metal. Hope the family's doing well. Honestly, we're doing okay. Puppy's causing a little bit of puppy stress, but nothing we didn't sign up for. Forehand the Trapper. That would involve Forehand standing someplace besides the front of the quest. Also, no disrespect to Forehand and his sleeping schedule, but I would like the Trapper to be someone who is closer to my schedule. Forehand is welcome to join the group all he wants. And have rogue skills and do trapping things, but I'm not going to make him my dedicated trapper. Well, the man needs this beauty sleep. I'm not going to take away beauty sleep from a man who clearly needs it. Doesn't get those modeling contracts without making sure he's get plenty of beauty sleep. I think that way is trap. Yeah, you can come Discord. I don't care. If people would like the link to the Discord, you're welcome to. I'll throw it up in the chat if people want it. And just ask that, if you want to get into the voice chat, just let me know and we'll work it out. Follow the rules. Morning, Forehand. You don't need a trapper. I have blood tribute. Yeah, that's true. I do have blood tribute. Me? 27 on this thing. On this sloppy mess.
See that still on the video when the screen's not up, you're still listed to follow the news.
Oh, am I? Because he put new artwork up showing that I was not listed as follow the nude.
He doesn't mention it, but on the DBO site, you are listed as follow the news.
Don't worry, they'll kill that soon enough.
I don't know. It took them forever to get rid of Warner Brothers on some of their stuff. Of course, Warner Brothers wasn't the name that I always yelled at them for. I said, Warner Brothers was owned by Disney. Actually, owned and operated by Disney Corporation. And I was told politely that I'm not going to say things like that.
Oh, Anardo, giving your life for me as always, my friend. Appreciate you. So, Forehand, are you going to join us on the hardcore and be my willing sacrifices to the XP gods?
Of course I will be.
Okay, just checking.
Yes, definitely. That's an honored tradition.
An honored tradition to be the level 15 sacrifice?
Yes.
Or level 7 last time.
Yes. Oh, well, I made both of them, 7 and 15. Right after I got the thing at 8 and 12. Was it 8 or 16? 8 and 16. I got both of those when I died.
Yeah.
But that was fun. I was getting ready to buy, I guess it's a good thing, buy the Borderlands, just so I can get the bag with the bloody mouse in. And so we're going to get that free, hopefully.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just, again, like I mentioned before, looked at some stuff on Twitter. So I don't know if I would expect free, but hopefully low cost at least. Looked at Pure Ranger, it's still 6 out of 10.
Get it free.
Yeah, I agree. They're probably going to be something where VIPs get so many slots for free, and then if you have your mount bag, you get so many more slots. And
yeah, I know that he made a comment about yes, you won't need your mount box anymore.
Thanks for the host, Nice Die. I don't know how to say this. Apologize for my inability to sound out things, but appreciate the host.
Lab, how are you doing these days?
I don't think he's actually here yet. Oh, I got a message. I feel like this is an old article that you sent me to Lab. Did we not do that like a few years ago? Yeah, 2019.
Do you play any other games besides the Magic, the Legends that they offer?
Well, so I just downloaded Magic Legends. I haven't even I started it, but I haven't played anything of it yet. I haven't built a character on there yet. But we do a little bit with Magic the Gathering Arena, but not as much as I was. And right now on Fridays, I'm trying to go through like vintage or at least older console games. So like right now I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics on Fridays, although there might be a bonus stream or two of that coming up this week before the hardcore to try to get that capped out before hardcore, because I imagine hardcore is just going to take over my life like it always does. So I kind of want to tie up a bunch of side projects and whatnot while I'm working on hardcore. I mentioned to the wife last night that hardcore starts next Wednesday, so I got a bunch of stuff to do before then. She gave me a rolled eye and said, "Oh, great," because she knows what that means.
No bus work.
I mean, it may be more than no bus work. It may be a lot of no anything work. She still thinks about the last 2 weeks of hardcore from season 1, where I basically didn't sleep or eat or do anything except get my 5,000 favor.
Too much grind.
The problem wasn't that. The problem is that the build I had was acceptable to fortitude saves, being a weak save, and it just was eating disintegrate saves in Demon Queen pre-raid that just wrecked me repeatedly. I think it's depending on your goals, and that's always the real challenge, right? Is setting your goals and planning and / working towards them accordingly. I think it takes me 2 weeks of play, 13 days to be specific, I believe, from Hardcore Season 2 to get from level 1 to level 20 and get the 5,000 favor and the 10 Reaper points. Doing all those things took me 13 days last go around. So, of my play schedule, which would be about 80 hours. Now, if I didn't care about Reaper, that would greatly shorten the amount of time that we needed to worry about. If I didn't care about all the favor, if I only cared about 5,000 favor, that would greatly shorten the time. So, again, depending on how they choose to set things up this go around, things could be much different or basically the same. 10 Reaper points is almost always the coolest, I agree. It is nice to have a horse on your account across the board if you don't have a horse on your account across the board, but it's not strictly necessary if you're like a 1 or 2 alt person, which is what I currently am, is basically a 1 alt person at the moment.
Oh, at least you have Samus 2, the tank.
That is fair, Samus 2 the tank. Except it'll be like Samus 4.
I noticed that this year, of course, we'll have our Fade Wild at March pretty good at level 5. Help us.
I'm currently putting... Oh, you just mean the Highland. Yeah, the Highland would be fine. I hope to have a full party most of the time. But, I mean, Feywild in general, I hope you could know that inside and out.
I know nothing about it.
You know nothing about Feywild?
No, except for going out and collecting the stuff that drops out of the chest in the wilderness. That is about all I've done. Those quests. No, I don't know the play the instrument, go over and stand here. I did a raid. One of the raids.
The Druid and the Demigod. I like that raid a lot, actually.
I loved it. I did it, and I fantastic. Last night was I was with a group, and we did legendary flying on R10, and I told him, I said, "You're gonna have to carry my stone the whole time." And I was fortunate; I only died twice. So, that was pretty good.
Pip says he also hasn't done it. He'll be buying it this weekend and working on it. I have the feeling that Beef is correct in saying that Feywild gear farming is going to be important. And that's going to be putting together a 4 or 5 piece set. 5, right? 5's probably everything. I don't know if that's going to be necessary on every build, but assembling...
Individual pieces by themselves are very strong.
They are. I will agree. But assembling a 5-piece set that's also good for your build is going to be very, very strong for hardcore, especially at some of these lower levels. More than Ravenloft? Probably not more than Ravenloft, but again, you can put that stuff on at 5. So you have a 3-piece Ravenloft and a 5-piece Feywild. I think you're going to wear that quite a long time. There's some pieces of the level 5 Feywild stuff that I have actually tried to get situationally for post level 20 characters, specifically the ring of the +1 spell DCs.
The hat's weighted 29.
Well, I'm at the heroic version. Like, there's
Right, it's a weighted 29.
a wear
Nice.
to 29.
The butterfly hat.
I heard war at 29. That's why I was like specifying. But yeah, no, there's quite a few, again, pieces of gear out there that are very strong. The level 5 gloves have Quelling Strike, yes. So like there's quite a few pieces of that gear that, depending on people's builds, are going to be very good, very important all the way through. So it'll be worth the time, energy, and effort to go through it. But I think why am I always trying to call this the wrong word? Again, I want to say prestige class. The Fade Arc Illusionist tree, enhancement trees, very, very strong. I think all the ones that...
Magic Missile immunity? That's okay.
Magic Missile immunity, but specifically all the ones that give you a weapon. There's a lot of times where it's going to work out to be your best weapon some percentage of the time. I haven't found, again, on the leveling up situations, because I didn't have like a big toolbox of gear on some of my leveling up procedures. I found that, you know, like certain DR things I was not bypassing as hardly as I should. The Force Short Sword did its job. So I think for a lot of people, and in Heroics, I did a life where I used it exclusively in Heroics. It leveled quite nicely from 18 to 20 for the most part. So I think some of that stuff cannot be undervalued or underappreciated. Question of the day today, I'm still debating on, does this build better served on human or dwarf? I think I'm back to dwarf today. I was hard on human yesterday. I'm back to dwarf again today. I think the more I play this thing and the little damage that it pumps out, the more I'm inclined to do dwarf or throw your weight around and try to use dwarven axes. It's like a free feat.
They really need to make that counter attack and damage, because right now it's not super good.
I agree.
To change that, it'd be a whole other story.
They could put the to hit a little bit lower on the tree, probably. But they just put out a quote-unquote tanking race. They don't necessarily want to compete with their own tanking race, right? Especially not with the free-to-play one.
Tanking?
That's what the shifter is supposed to be, right? Quote-unquote tanking race.
I guess. I mean, it's not really anything about tanking specifically.
One of the things that they were talking about, how they wanted it to be the tanking race.
Well, it's not. So, that's the, maybe on a druid tank, but that's it.
I don't know. Con to hit on a free-to-play race would rock the DDO meta. Yeah, I don't know.
We're on a free-to-play race?
What? A con to hit free-to-play race. Beef says would rock the meta.
Is Beef going to join us this year?
I don't know. It'll probably involve what the end reward or what the rewards are. And or how much time he decides he wants to take off of work.
Oh God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run with you the way you said that. Then.
Well, Pip is talking about taking like a week off of work. I don't know if he's got approved. So it might be a hard first week, and then kind of trickle around after that.
Now remember, I'm 68. That takes
So
time.
that means you're just now primed to run for president.
Oh yeah.
Make it happen.
And fall up the stairs.
Fall
as
up
I
some
go
stairs.
airplane.
Everybody's gonna have a problem like that. I've fallen upstairs before. Not to that degree, but
Yeah, but you were drinking heavily at the time.
well, you don't think he was?
Oh, no, I wasn't just trying to make light of it at all. I think that's the whole thing.
Maybe it is, but
Beef
I
says
tripped up some
I'm not
weird
taking.
downstairs.
Yeah, those are pretty crazy. I'm not taking time to play off a video game. I'm too old for that. Lulz. Whatever. Whatever. I doubt it. We'll see. No news on hardcore or weekend bonus. Neither of those surprise me.
they hadn't even made it yet. As far as
Well, they've. I think somebody used to put out weekend bonuses ahead of time, and now that person is probably busy or no longer around doing that particular job anymore. So now they're like after last week, it's pretty obvious that they are kind of working off the seat of their pants here for weekend bonuses. Pip says, just decided if I want to take Wednesday, Thursday, the following week. Well, again, I will warn you that my Fridays will be half days. I'm not going to go full ham on Friday. And how much we stream on the weekends are also going to be pretty variable. I don't know. But Wednesday and Thursday will be hard hit. Friday morning will be hard hit. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will probably go back to being biggins. Let's go back to Giant Hold. Feel like a quarterstaff user.
saw that Top Hat was in your stream. I hadn't heard him say anything yet.
I think he stepped away for a little bit. Well, thank you, Beef. I got your messages. Again, I believe that particular problem has been addressed by SSG numerous times. And as long as you're, in their mind, as long as you are actively advertising for players, then people who complain about it can eat a dick.
Oh, somebody complaining about streams and
Yeah.
things again? Whatever.
Prison of the Plains.
Yeah, I know some streamers of other games, before they cast their streams anymore, now they say, does anybody complain who's here in the party to me streaming? So, must be a new law or something about that.
The guy sent you a message when you know if you were for SSG. Maybe. Maybe you
What?
did. Maybe you're on the secret DL.
Not me.
No, beef.
Oh, beef. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. So, apparently that was something that came up in, I assume, Jerry's stream today. People complaining about people who advertise their Twitch chat. Again, I think that that's twofold. One, yes, it is advertising that my stream is running, which is good. But two, especially with, there's a lot of people who don't want to be on stream. So, seeing a streaming URL in there lets you know that you're not going to be on stream. There's just some people who get embarrassed or they just don't like it for one reason or another. So they'll avoid those LFMs. But also, especially with the chat server being messed up right now, like, I had several people watching last night that were from the LFMs, and that was the only way that they could communicate effectively with me was through the Twitch chat.
Yeah, a friend of mine from last night went out and him and his group, the chat did, and asked me if my chat was working, and I told him I don't have a group, so I couldn't tell you.
All I know is I had done some raids with some people the other day, and it's the first time it ever happened to me, but I was still in that voice chat, and I wasn't 1,000% sure what was going on because I had joined another group, and I was like playing and doing stuff, and I kept hearing wrong conversation, and finally I heard Tobrell say something, I believe, is what kind of put me over the edge that I was still in the previous raid group. So then I was like sending tells to people I know that were still in there, like, hey, just confirm that I'm not crazy for me and say something that I would recognize. And nobody would say anything, so I would know for sure that's what was happening. I ended up having to, I think, restart the client to get that fixed.
Your puppy's active.
Yeah, we're expecting some packages over the next couple of days, and I imagine that's probably what she's barking at.
There is one complaint I had about Feywild, and of course, I it's not that bad of a deal, but I was really surprised when they only put Slayer at 3,000, not 7,500 at least, or 15,000.
Up, down. Yeah, my understanding is they did that because apparently Slayer zones cause a lot of lag, and they don't want to create another Orchard situation. Quote. Unquote.
That's what they say.
That is what they say. Might be the real reason. Like, I've seen some pretty crazy LFM zones. I've seen some decisions made off of what feels like very poor or incomplete data to me. All seems like a thing that makes sense. Honestly, I don't understand the people who hate others for posting URLs in their LFMs. Is it that oppressive to you? I don't know. For some people, it feels like advertising to them, and they feel like they peg they pay a subscription service to a game to not see ads. I can kind of respect that mindset, but I also have the ability to shout in the public square whatever I want in the public square in DDO for putting up a group as an elephant panel. Well, some people don't pay. I still currently pay.
Yet another magical barrier. Whatever was imprisoned
And these are
in this
probably the same people who complain about people like doing stuff like that, but then also go about and advertise looking to buy some gear in the elephant panel or something. Again, I understand that and appreciate their arguments. I'm just allowed to disagree. Alright, how much bloody strength damage have I taken, and why is it still showing? Still at minus 5?
any further progress.
Did you throw me a thing? I don't know. All I know is I try to turn the other cheek for these kind of things. I think more people should do the same. 1 gold key, please. Don't forget your bell of opening with the coupon code Music to My Ears.
That was last week's.
I was so proud of myself when I bothered to look it up last week, since the one that we had on the guild message was like 3 weeks old. I was so proud of myself for remembering it and putting it in there.
I was changing on mine.
I am not great at remembering to do that.
What?
Yeah, just I try to remember to do it, stuff like that, but it's easy to get behind. Like, I haven't even sent out the arena codes for this week yet. I guess technically last week, and it's Wednesday. Need to do that for people as well.
Now, when you and your young wife go on the road, your son will start living in your house?
I don't know yet. We have talked about him buying the house from us. So 4 single guys or single people, whatever, could easily stay here and have no problems. You know, there's technically currently only 2 bedrooms, but we're talking about adding an egress window to my office and making it a 3-bedroom home, which in my city would radically increase the sale value for a pretty up, down, down, for a pretty low amount of additional effort. So we've been considering doing that, but we've also been talking to him about purchasing the house, because he and his roommate in the apartment that they're currently renting are paying what we pay on our mortgage right now. Again, that's how the market is in Salina. It's just absolutely insane for housing here. And they company has announced plans to expand, like they've committed to expanding over the next year 500 more jobs. So there's going to be an even more housing issue here in Salina over the next year, 2 years.
This This chamber is marked by the symbol of Dora. And
So
these
we're
men of decay
he likes it here, so we're trying to find out, does he really want to stay here? And if he decides to split the rent with 3 or 4 people, he's going to save an awful lot of money. Which is, again, some of the people who are talking to him about it are the people who want to do this instead, because they're like, I'd like to save a lot of money, and not opposed to selling to one of them, but if I'm going to sell to one of them, I'm going to upgrade the house and get my maximum dollar. Where if I'm going to sell it to Remy, we'll tidy up some stuff so he doesn't have to worry about repairs and stuff like that coming up in the near future. But I'm not going to, like up the value of the house, $30,000, $40,000 by making this into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. But if he is not interested, then I'm certainly going to do that. Also really like the idea of potentially having a place where to store a couple of things that would be out of the way. Some of the things that would be problematic, just space wasters in the bus. Like, my grandparents have, I don't want to say recently become old, but recently have become old, and they downsized their house. My grandfather moved into a home. I think most people know that. And my grandmother has moved in with my aunt, so they're like trying to move a lot of things and clear out a lot of stuff. So a lot of these childhood memory type devices that my grandmother had for years and years are now back. So, like, for example, when I was born, one of the things that your various grandparents did would, like, make you a pillow or make you a blanket or make you a teddy bear. So I have now received all 3 of those things from my grandmother, who was quote-unquote watching them for me until I was responsible enough to take care of my belongings. I'm going to be 42 this year. I just received them. I just have been deemed responsible enough to take care of a teddy bear. Talab says my grandfather made me a whipping stick. Sounds about right. But like,
yeah, my grandfather had a board literally with my name on it. He like had cut like a 2-inch board and then took a Sharpie, wrote my name on it, and he's like, you ever misbehave, I literally have a board with your name on it.
That's right. Beatings will continue until morale improves. I'd like to save money too. Again, if you want to move people to Kansas, I've got a property that currently, I don't know how much longer we're going to have it, but currently I have a property that could use...
Go ahead and go in, I'll get it.
Okay. I'm just dealing with debuffs and whatnot as well.
How are you doing?
Hey.
Alright, pull a daddy-o.
Yeah, apparently you took the door out or something.
You're considering buying RV properties for cheap? Well, I don't personally think that I'm going to worry too much about that. Although there's definitely been some property for sale. We've been doing a lot of like driving through southern Kansas. And some of that area is actually surprisingly beautiful. So I'm actually a little bit tempted to see about finding some parking spaces there. But there's an awful lot of Bureau of Land Management. You can't use the acronym now because apparently they kick you off of Twitter by using the acronym. a lot of bus life and van life people that usually use Twitter as a way to find Bureau of Land Management land to park on have found themselves in trouble for using the acronym. But there's lots of places to park an RV or a bus for a few weeks at a time for free if you know where to look.
It took me a few minutes to understand that, but I get it now.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of bannings from people over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, what was it that they were banning the use of, it was some city or something. Memphis, that's what it was, Memphis. Their algorithm's all screwed up.
Doing lots of boondock. Yeah, that's... I said, I definitely plan on spending plenty of time there. And then, there's actually a surprisingly large amount of places like the lake we stayed in, Medicine Lodge, where it's just provided by the city. It's completely free. You can camp out there.
You go ahead and just grab the orbs and I'll stand at the lever.
Scaringly low on...
I do the entire quest and I'll pull the important job.
Sounds reasonable. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to go shrine here now or not? I probably do.
Can I change the subject?
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay. I watched the national news yesterday talking about the Post General wanting to change overnight deliveries to 3 days and normal mail from 3 days to 5 days to 8 days, and to save money and things like that, which is a good thing to save money. I have no problem with that. But he did not see what happened to me when I just got to placing an order from something from Newegg, who sent it through one of the distributors, who then transferred it to the U.S. Post Office. Well, it came to me through the U.S. Post Office. Wait for it to come. So, first of all, the company sends it to my hometown, which is down the street, from Indiana to Ohio, from Ohio to Knoxville, Tennessee, which the location for the UPS is just 2 miles down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Who then transferred it to the Knoxville Post Office Service, who then transferred it from where I'm at, transferred it to another city, which is 70 miles away, Smyrna. From Smyrna, it's supposed to be delivered next morning to me on Friday, but instead of Smyrna sending it to me, Smyrna puts it on a plane and ships it to Memphis, which is 500 miles away. And then the next day, when it got to Memphis, they turned around and shipped it to Atlanta, Georgia, which is 600 miles from Memphis, which is 200 miles south of me. Then it comes back to Knoxville Post Office, then who sends it to my local distributor again. And then wonder why it takes so long to get mail.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's taking a scenic route, of course.
yeah.
Yes, but I thought that, and that was the funny part is I still got that tracking information, and I said this is why they said it. We're losing money. We're losing money. Well, yeah, you send it on an airplane from Knoxville, basically, that's where it has to take off from, to Memphis, and then from Memphis they ship it off to Atlanta by airplane, and then from Atlanta they ship it again.
So, a couple of things here that people may not know. FedEx and UPS have made a deal with the USPS called First Mile, Last Mile. So, the United States Postal Service is responsible for a certain percentage of packages to be picked up and or delivered for either the first mile or the last mile. And it's worked into part of the shipping for FedEx or UPS or whatever. Two, so that's why you get this like weird interactions that happening. Usually, in my experience. 2, the post office, if just left the hell alone, would be financially stable. They would be fine. If Congress wouldn't turn around and take the money out of their savings, like the savings that they do all the time, they would just be fine. Every time they turn around and put new rules on them, they successfully achieve those new rules and meet those goals, and then Congress goes around and steals all the money out of their account and be like, how come this isn't done yet?
Did
So,
you work for the post office company for a while?
I did for about 3 months. Would have probably been longer still, but my dyslexia is problematic when it deals with a bunch of numbers in rapid succession.
I can't read.
I can read. I just
You read real good.
by the time I get like through 4 numbers in a row that are all very similar, I couldn't tell you what the first numbers are because they'd all be jumbled together. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 3 2 6. Like it would, my brain just explodes off that many numbers that quick is all. But yeah, the post office does a lot of things really, really good if they're left alone and allowed to function. But it also has a lot of the disadvantages of not particularly needing to innovate. Because they have generally a monopoly on that particular class of mail.
Home delivery is pretty baller.
Say what?
Home delivery is pretty good.
Generally, everything that the United States Postal Service implements is usually implemented by another company first. I mean, and that's fine. I have no problem with stealing other great ideas. But they very rarely do they come up with the idea first.
They're redoing their fleet also.
Well, they have to because the fleet is literally falling apart.
They're getting. I think they picked a new design.
Yeah, they stopped manufacturing those, and in fact, every single one of the old vehicles apparently were made in the 70s. And as certain parts go away, certain parts are just not. They're not made anymore. You can't find them. So they literally are backed into the corner in that particular situation. Which again, I think is probably good. You're talking about what's essentially a little Jeep. That again, every single one of them was manufactured in this. I'm pretty sure the 70s, if I remember right from my train, because I drove one of those. So they make you take like 4 days of classes on the history of it.
Go-kart?
Yeah, it's not really a go-kart. It's pretty gas. Like the thing has lots of get up and go. But and you're not supposed to, but every one of them will drive it up on the sidewalk. So
That's what I call pottery.
vroom vroom. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of things I really liked about that job, and there's a couple of things I didn't like about it. I really wish I could have figured out a way to stay in Salina and stay in the post office, but I couldn't do it as a mail deliverer, which is like 70% of the jobs there. Now you change the conversation. Now you got to change it back to something interesting beforehand. That's your job. It's like, I'm out of here. Will this slice this guy faster, please? No? Okay, good. Oh my god, the DPS on this thing is so bad. What other news for those of you who watched Jerry's stream was interesting? Anything? Mark of Laws, clean my clock.
They're nerfing all the good bows.
And there's such a thing.
Like the silver longbow that's got the really big critical range.
Well, that's good. We don't want nice things.
They say we don't need the range anymore because of all the changes.
I believe I described this build as enough DPS to finish an R1 quest and no more. That is exactly what it is, too. Dex to hit and damage on all bows now? Didn't hear about that.
Don't squeeze so hard. Hobo's not comfortable with this.
So here's a question. For those of you who don't currently play bow builds, the changes that you've seen so far, is that enough to make you play a bow build? Or are you still just going to play an Inquisitive build?
Those are the current meta. Post 20 and whatnot. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
All the kids are doing what?
Thors.
Yeah. Thors are very good. Just like the new animations overall, would like to try Bowmonk. Whoa!
Rip.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 hits all came in at once. Alright, let's try it again. Meld.
Meld.
Yeah, this is how meld first time this. I was planning on using it when things got scary. I didn't realize that scary was from the beginning.
What Reaper level are you doing?
Just one.
One.
This build is meant to be the 6-man. Like, I'm doing a preview of what I'm trying to do on the hardcore, which is a play style that I don't play very often, and I apparently don't love right now.
Well, I'll be sticking to my old faithful. At least I can do traps.
There's still a reasonable chance that I'm just gonna say F it and do a. Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat this guy. It's just so much damage.
Well, if you can't beat it, I sure as heck can't beat it.
I mean, I could hold it for several seconds. I just can't. Just don't have enough healing and DPS to like do both things at the same time. Do I have an Nardo? Yeah, go ahead and let me back out. I'll go back down and summon my hireling. Let's see if I don't have to worry about the hot healing. Maybe it'll be fine. Because we have to do at least one more, right? Yeah. Can I get a D-door, please? What was that, forehand?
Before you die again, do you, I can't see. Are you under the penalty of a skull?
Rip. Before you die again.
Again.
I mean, it's fair. I did die.
He did.
Hashtag again.
Did I have under the penalty of a skull? Like, from a death penalty skull?
Yes.
Probably?
I'll get rid of that before I go and fight her again. That's an awful big...
Currently, I'm not. Currently, I'm not. At that
okay.
time, I was, probably. I'd be interested to see Horizon Walker, but I want to run an 18-2 favorite Soul Monk build, but there's nothing to spend action points on other than Falconry. It's got to be race, right? Like, you got to spend your points on that race stuff.
What thing he was talking about today that they're going to have to work on before they allow it is a Ranger Monk build?
You find yourself in the center of
Be a monk and use bows?
Those are the classics.
Well, he's talking about how it was just overpowering that they're going to have to work on it before they release it.
I guess I don't understand why it's so overpowering.
I agree with you. But, you know.
But
It's overpowered because people remember playing a game like 5 years, say 8, 9 years ago. And the meta has shifted 600 times since then, but they still have ancient builds in their head.
Can we please attack? That would be great if I would be allowed to attack. You can build a
I
killer
feel like
CC
people making
build.
a big deal about what kind of carburetor you're going to use. It's like, it's not a thing anymore.
Well, there's still plenty of vehicles that come out with carburetors.
Now. I have a carburetor on my bicycle now. Come on.
Hey,
Operator on my
welcome, Ritz.
motorcycle's build.
They're worried about Bow Monk becoming overpowered. I don't know why.
I don't either, but that was one of the things they were talking about. Before we release it, we will have to work on it.
So again, they must have some internal data that they're using. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Just in case something becomes accidentally fun, we want to make sure that doesn't happen.
That seems a little harsh, doesn't it?
We don't want to give people a reason to play monks, or monk players a reason to live, so we gotta make sure, we keep that step down.
this small piece of the Shabarath battleground. The orbs and the receptors are now lifeless and dark.
Are you doing the older one or
No,
no?
I'm effing over it right now. I'm out of mana. The damage is terrible, and my weapons are broken. So
Yikes! All right.
oh, what am I doing? I don't have to have my hireling run around and do things to labs here.
Park it, because you may have to recall it.
He's currently standing where he needs to be standing.
The final ore lights its receptor.
Am I playing at Bearlock? I am. This is what I'm planning on using for control management of the hardcore, aggro management, whatever words that don't offend your sensible, delicate sensibilities. Pull it when you're ready.
A magical voice comes from above. The chamber will seal on the count of 10.
It does a lot of the things that I would like to attempt to do for Hardcore 4. Does not, however, do DPS.
There's not really a tank that does.
I didn't know I was allowed to use the T word.
Unless it's a sword, in which case it does okay. Sword tank. Looking forward to this current iteration of gear for my sword, because it should cross 300 PRR, which is okay, I think,
Pretty good.
for a sword.
So I can boost to like 250 at the moment. Not right this moment, however. This is probably a mistake, right? It's almost guaranteed to be a mistake. Oh, we had a 700 point hit though. Maybe it wasn't a total mistake? Probably still a mistake. Well, that's the idea. Like, we are doing no meaningful damage, but I feel like the build does a good job of generally controlling the aggro, at least for a while. Ritz, you better be off timer. Nope, wasn't quick enough.
Oh shoot! I thought you were gonna have it done, so I actually detoured. So.
Nope.
All right, I'm
There's
going back up.
negative damage here.
Oh shoot! All right.
You're
I got it. All right.
and you cannot start
You
that thing
guys
yet either.
I've got it. You guys have got it. Hold on a second. All right, you ready?
No, not even fucking close.
Not even close. All right, you let me know when you're ready.
So not even close. I swore on an AM stream. That's how not even close I am.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Captain America! Sam, I said a naughty word.
Alexa, how do you spell how do you
Spellings for losers. Go.
The switch locks into place. A magical
Try this again.
Alexa?
chamber will
Only thing that make it better is a vomit bear. Yeah, something weird. SamusGrover.com is just a WordPress site using the WordPress hosting and the URL mapping. So it costs like $13 a year. But for what it is I do on it, it's plenty. I need
More
to
than my-
do more.
That costs more than my domain.
Yeah.
It cost me a whopping $9 a year for my domain.
Yeah, well, this is the hosting and blah blah blah. I don't know, it works out to being a pretty good deal for my amount of effort at the moment.
By the looks of it, your effort has been negligible.
It has
the
been
last
pretty
year.
minor for the last year, yeah. Well, again, it's hard to put like 40 plus hours of content out and then have something different. Right? So
I heard it's all Brill's fault.
This is
yeah.
true.
Alright, we got like 1,000 damage left, so 10 more minutes of fighting this guy.
Hey, I know those low DPS bear feels.
the ancient artifact for himself.
I touched it, Ritz. I'm too enraged to perform this action. so angry. Alright. That was an unnecessary beating. Seems to be today's theme, though. Alright, one more time I'm going to go back to sell and repair. And then we'll go do cry for help. She's a walk-up, which means it's level 13. Cry for help.
I always forget where to jump off to get over there.
You go up the thing and you jump down. You say that, but the average entrepreneur spends like 60 hours a week. Well, I'm also doing a lot of other stuff on the side. I can't devote everything I have. I literally have another job, spending time working on the bus. Okay, I burn my candles everywhere I can. If I could spend more time streaming, I would do it.
How is your school week coming?
It's coming along pretty good. I need to go out and check on the stove. Actually, I think I noticed a couple of drips, and I'm hoping that we had some really nasty like blown rain. I'm hoping that it's just some rain blew down the inner pipe. I'm trying to figure out a way to, if that is in fact what happened, figure out a way to prevent it from dripping all the way down. And also, I say 40 hours, but because it's kind of flexible, but honestly I end up doing typically 11 hours a day plus Friday, so closer to 45 to 47 hours a week. And if my wife didn't want to spend time with me on Saturday, I would probably stream on Saturdays also. And I used to stream on Sundays, but people that I hung out with on Sundays became uncomfortable with that. So, honoring their request, we don't do that anymore. Because their comfort is important to me.
Don't be so hard. Hobo's not comfortable with this.
Yeah, I would love to put out even more content, though. It's just hard. It's hard to find other things to talk about. Yeah. The problem is that the videos that I want to spend time editing and working on are not DDO videos. And I don't mind recording something specifically for a video and putting something out. Like last week we put out, I don't know, some video on my YouTube. I don't remember what it is now. Something about upcoming hardcore, I presume. And I have just not cultivated the YouTube audience that needs to be. Like I could do the same thing. I could go in and find 20 minutes worth of clips and do a voiceover on whatever build, but I don't go through a build a week on Samus right now, so it's hard to do that every week.
The only thing I see on YouTube that you did in the last week, other than actual gameplay, is Final Fantasy Tactics.
No, something got recorded specific. I'm 99% positive I got it uploaded that same day even.
Oh, wait a minute, there we go. HCL4 Plan A Bear Lockian.
Yep, that's it.
5 days ago, it's the only one that doesn't say streamed.
Yep, I ran through this plan. I needed to do the power tier hardcore list. I just haven't finished finalizing my exact placements. and how deep I want to go. I'm so used to top 8s, I kind of want to do top 8, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. My biggest problem is I have such a hard time deciding where... Sure, whatever. I have a hard time making time for some of those things. Like, what can I sacrifice to spend 4 more hours editing specific videos? I could record a video every day from during the stream. Like, I could record something and put it out specific, but I don't think that's as good or the same as...
I've got a couple videos I've been wanting to make and just haven't had the energy to do it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my brain's been on fire.
I hear that. But, like, I found... Like, I've been asked about the Feywild stuff. I've been asked about something else as well, and I'm just like... I haven't taken the time to make those walkthrough videos yet. I need to do those too. Same thing with, like, I need to make time to go over Temple of Elemental Evil and some of the other ones that I struggle on.
Sometime I gotta find me a really good video editing software.
That's the other
that I
part.
like.
That's the other thing. I haven't found one that I like. I'm not sure what I want to invest in.
Yeah, I need to find that too.
Camtasia.
Camtasia?
Camtasia.
No, sell us. Come on.
Camtasia.
Can't just throw a name out there. You gotta sell us.
Google Camtasia. Great videos.
Can you like message me that or something?
Yeah, it's like
Throw it in the no pants zone or something. I don't know.
something.
Is this other guy here yet?
I'm in just trying to finish what I
Yeah,
was
we
doing.
added Scaredy Cat, so I don't want to complete until Scaredy Cat's in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to finish what I was doing while I was waiting on Bob.
I believe it's Camtasia. I don't think it's Temptasia.
First not Fantasia.
Heck of a link. That's a Google referred link, so who knows what's happening there. But that's the correct site.
Okay, thank you.
Is quite good.
Like, I know that, for example, there was a time where I probably could have recorded, like, hot drafts, like Witty and I doing hot drafts, and it probably would have been fine. People probably would have watched that. But, I think the people have kind of settled into their HOTS camps as well. Potentially this new game would offer up opportunities to get in. It's part of the reason I hope it's not terrible.
This is best part.
Man from Asia. I'm gonna tase you. I feel like that's a Saturday Night Live skit. Am I misremembering something? Probably. I just need to become independently wealthy so I can hire a full-time editor. That's what kids are for. I asked Remington. Remington literally took an editing class, had editing software, and that he I forget what he was using, but he did not care for Camtasia, and they trained him to use something else. And he was so bad at it, he almost failed that class. And literally it was a matter of basically turning stuff in, I think. But he also recently acquired a new girlfriend at that time, and like she starred in all of his videos. Not saying A lead to B, but might have been a little bit of A leading to B.
Why?
I never found her particularly charismatic. Is that an appropriate way to put it? I think so.
She looked like a kicker for the Huskers. How about that?
Well, I mean, not that bad, but I did get her confused one day. They came over to play D&D when he still lived here, and individual goes, "Hey, is Remy already inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." All right, cool. Went in, and then a couple other guys showed up. They're like, "Remy inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." Cool. And they go, "Oh, so-and-so's already here." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I didn't even know she was coming." "Oh yeah, she already came in. She's already here. This is her car." I'm like, "No, that guy came in totally different." Oh my god.
She had as big a dingle-dang-dong as he did?
Possibly. Well, I just think her clothing choices are often much masculine. I don't think there's an appropriate way to rate your son's girlfriend. That's probably fair. Although, you know, you give him high fives on the, you know, on the download.
You can 100% rate them. You know, the original Order of Iron Man, have they read? Pass fail.
That's a pass fail.
It's pass fail. Yeah.
Alright, I'm in. I mean, you can judge them and rank them, but you can't tell your kid.
Sure you can.
I feel like I couldn't tell my kid.
You just have to invert the scale.
No, I don't lie to my kid. I don't lie, exaggerate, etc. to my kid. Just
So if you'd rank them a 3, you tell them they're a 7, and then they're like, a 7? Well, I don't know.
No, you gotta steer them straight. Like, hey kid, like, no.
If they're a 9, you know, you tell them they're a 1, you know?
No, you gotta be straight with them.
yeah, you gotta tell them the truth.
No, you gotta play that reverse psychology.
No. It's how you end up with messed up kids. It's how you end up with kids that don't ever call and change your name. What?
You're just like on fire today, by the way. Hope you know.
I'm spitting facts. You're welcome.
Is Tor not 14? I know it's 14.
Tor's 14.
What the hell is this question? Oh, it's called Giant Hole Tor. That's why I can't find it. Tor will be next on my list there, good buddy. This fish is your new girlfriend. I mean, I would be more bold of you, more proud of you if you bought that penis sharpener we talked about a couple of weeks ago instead, and that became your new girlfriend.
Man, this pre-dark show is.
I know, it's going all the way.
You're done.
The amount of F's I give today are 0. My head hurts. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I've got a laundry list of stuff I have to do afterwards. I just want to finish Giant Hole before 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I have laundry I have to do too.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about laundry that needs done.
My machines have been out of service for 3 or 4 days. And with as many kids as we got,
Yeah, that sounds miserable.
Just get a girl with braces. No, this is a male aid. It like rotates. It like pulsates in and out, and it's got nubbins on the inside for texture and stuff.
I feel hurt that you didn't show the link for that. I shared Camtasia.
I have numerous times when we first brought it up. Do I gotta share it again?
Not where you
It's
put it.
literally it was in the last time I shared it was in the pen and paper game. We talked about it. Where oh nice. Tobrell put a picture of the D&D stable on that in the D&D forums. Thanks, bud. Where did I put that at? Fine. Well, I guess today is afternoon somewhere, everybody.
It's true.
I have to go back through the person's timeline that I saw it on, find this video, and go link it for Tobrell because he needs to know that he's loved and appreciated.
Vital. It's important.
Loved and appreciated.
I'll need this penis mightier. You know the fun part about being quelled?
There is no fun part about being quailed.
I don't.
Problem is, one of the reasons I watch or follow this particular person on Twitter is because she is a prolific tweeter. So now I feel like I'm scrolling back through
Her tweeter?
the Dead Sea Scroll or like months to try to find something. You know what I mean? It's just like so deep. You don't want to go too fast because then you'll miss it.
Are we going up here or what are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm looking for that thing for the Tobrells.
Oh, okay.
He can't be bothered to do quests. He has important things to be doing right now.
That's fair. I'm like desperately trying to finish this crap and it's not working.
It's fine on page. Penis sharpener? Doubt it, right? No. Alright, we'll have to look more later for you, Tobrell. I will find it and I'll put it in the no pants zone.
No pants.
Well, I can't take care of business until I get this thing, so I'm going to get gradually crankier and crankier.
It's fine. Perhaps I will, after we clear this
I
front
never got
room-
more than a couple hours, so I mean, it's going to be pretty bad after a while.
You're all on this particular device under the only description of penis sharpener.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. still half looking. Half looking between waves. And I wish we could have filled this party. I would have done this, all these quests a little bit higher difficulty. I, in general, really like these quests. I feel like they're pretty easy mostly. But at the DPS level I currently have, I could not carry any harder content than what we are doing right now. And this is not very hard. I don't think I already died. You just taking a long time to show me on the screen. Now you are going to get called back, Plague Reaper. I will also say this is like the single most complicated quest on my normal Pellmaster build. Because these guys are all immune to negative energy damage for no reason. I'm going to take a quick moment here.
Those are frustrating quests on that kind of build.
To scroll through this Twitter just a little bit more. Shall I have you in charge for a minute here?
Wait, I'm in charge of what?
The quest for like a minute?
Oh, I'm like not paying attention to the quest, my bad.
Why look for this particular aid for Tobrel here. Warlocks love to quell. Or love the quell. I don't think I've had a quell in a long time, actually. I feel like it was pretty delicious. Is there any way that I can just... Oh, perhaps I wasn't actually on this person's...
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Wood! 2 years. 24 months. That is a long time. Thank you, my friend. I value and appreciate your support. I was going to send you a Facebook message pretty soon, actually. Check on you. I hadn't seen you for a while. I think I saw one of your alts on. And I believe I said hello in guild or something, but I...
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, I didn't see you guys did the thing. That's on me. My bad.
Oh my goodness. I apologize. This is worth to nobody except for Tobrel here.
Yeah, well, they're complaining at me now, so... I did not see them doing the thing, and they did the thing, so...
Did the thing.
They did the thing that I'm not talking about on this stream.
Oh, did they, do one of the E words?
One of the E words?
Exploit?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, by the way, could I interest you in my, dupe story?
Sure.
Mono dupe, mono the time.
Is it like a tiny links that goes to, you know, tiny things? Oh,
If you pay me platinum, we'll trade you back the same platinum.
Ooh.
Except it was duplicated platinum.
Okay. So, I'm going to link this into the chat for people who are interested in the quote-unquote penis sharpener.
Now we're talking. How much is that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Again, I have done zero research on it, other than I've seen.
Device. The challenge with these devices is that they typically do not have enough RPM. What?
Not enough thrust.
Or SPM. They usually need to go about double or triple the speed that they do.
I have no idea.
So this Camstasia or whatever, it's free trial. Is that like a week or something?
I don't know.
Okay. You paid for it or what?
I did.
Okay.
Is very good.
But by no means does anyone need to click that link otherwise. Just to give you a idea.
Oh, light bearer. Yay. This is gonna hurt.
The idea of what we've been talking about with about that particular device. Did you go the other way by yourself?
I think I did. I like I said, I was not paying attention to this quest, so.
That's fine.
And now I'm enfeebled, and
It's fine, I'm on the way. Presently here. Put your dice in it. You definitely could. It would certainly be just sticky. But, certainly be used for tumbling.
Or timbling, as Beef would say.
Beef would say tibbling.
Timbling apparently is the thing. It's like tumbling, except kind of like haphazard and all over the place.
Huh.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to unbear and unrage to be able to do this.
Animal form is inconvenient sometimes.
Thank you.
Well, again, there's just multiple layers of things that have to be turned off. You're welcome.
Hurl a giant that's at like 5% health. I'm good at this game.
It could shut corn with or without the corn even. It's probably true.
I have freed the soul-bound brothers.
If
Would that
Tobrel
make it corny?
does not pick one of these up and give us a appropriate review, I say we riot. Oh dear lord, did no one pull the other letter? Okay.
No, we just.
Why do I want the morning stream? The morning stream to be PG-13 was the reason behind it. So, believe it or not, I actually have a relatively large audience of people that watch the morning stream with their kids. Like, it'll be up while their kids are doing stuff in the same room. So I try to put out one show that's more kid-friendly, and one show that's more, just me. So, like, there's for example, on the YouTube channel, a lot of the people who rewatch those videos from the streams over there, you'll notice that the morning streams get a whole lot more reviews than, like, the evening streams. And it's pretty much directly related to the fact that there's a small handful of people that watch the morning streams with, like I said, their kids or whatever. I try not to, like, veer too much away from certain subjects. I just try to make sure that we keep it friendly. This way the adults still get some stuff out of it, and the kids can still sit there and hang out and do stuff without picking up bad words or phraseology or anything that is apparent that you would tend to want to protect your child from. Kind of the goal. I don't mind politics and religion being covered, again, as long as you're doing it in a respectful manner. And
Can't talk about politics like an adult. Don't talk about politics.
yeah. Like, you gotta be respectful. You have to be willing to listen to the other side. And, you know, no name calling. Like, that's one of the things that irritates me the most is a lot of people, they'll try to talk about politics and they'll just go straight to name calling, like, right away.
You're such a Sam Mr. Robo.
I know, but that literally is one of my biggest problems when it comes to talking about that kind of stuff, is the name calling particularly, because you're dismissing the whole point just because by name calling instead. Religion gets a little bit less conversation here than politics does. I think, although we do have a pretty wide range of beliefs here, the people who watch the stream. I don't think I picked up the quest.
Got a few people that watch the stream religiously.
I'll have a couple of that. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to take down the elephant for right now. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else. It's quarter till. Probably do a little bit of something, but I don't know what right now. Okay. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters, though, is that part is done. So we're ready for 28. I'm really tempted just to go around, eat all my sagas now, and see how close I can get to 29. Just gear to 29 and then cap out tonight. What else do we have left? What else is, like, even interesting right now? Quest-wise here, excuse me. I think that's the last of the Saga-y stuff that I typically go after right now. Oh, there's some Evening Star sagas still that I normally avoid. We could do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to take this level and I'm going to call it, I think.
Alright, man.
I will be back tonight at 7 Central Time for those of you who are interested. I might even have time to do a bonus stream of something different. For those of you who are interested, the Magic... What is it even called? I want to say Legends.
Magic Legends.
Legends. Beta opened up yesterday. So I downloaded it, I installed it, I made sure it worked, and we're going to see if we like it. It looks a lot like every other Cryptic game to me. I don't know when we're going to try it, if we're going to try it this weekend, if we're going to try it for a little bit tonight before we get into DDO. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of just want to take toughness, but that seems wrong. I could just take perfect 2-weapon fighting instead. But that should work in bear form, right?
Yep.
It should.
Because that feed should probably be changed. But if they're going to like normalize all the other combat styles and whatnot.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, so yeah, it should be a pretty easy cap out night, I think. Especially if we 100% are not going to do a second go around. We could easily do some Explorer, which I don't really feel like doing. We could easily get through the cogs chain at the very least. If you want to reincarnate, how should I prepare? Do I strip my character and store as much in the shared bank, then my inventory, and then TR? So, what I do is I make sure that I've filled my bank, take care of my backpack minus like 3 spots, make sure that that's full, and then see how much more stuff I have to deal with to make sure that I take care of, like, if I have to run any favor or anything like that. Thanks for the stream. Guess I gotta get back to the computer, not being so spastastic. Yeah, hopefully you'll be, like I said, hopefully you'll be able to catch us a little bit more often here, Wood. Oh, the other thing I have to do, I also I recorded a video from the lake, of just the lake and the waves and stuff with the wind, just to kind of show people what it was like. I thought it might make a good ASMR type video for some people. I had some people request stuff like that from me in the past. So if you want to listen to like 5 minutes of wind and waves, I'll be uploading that soon from Lake Canopolis. But anyway, depending on what is going on in the rest of today, I said I have to get some stuff ordered today for the bus. I need to bust out the Wii Boost so I can start getting my manufacturing guy to help make the mounts for it right away as well, and stuff like that. So I actually have a laundry list of things that need to be done today, as well as apparently laundry now that I didn't even know about until I said laundry list, and Shu made me think about it. Shu's fault that I have to do extra work. But anyway, back tonight with some DDO. If I can make time, I'll either do a short stream on the new game, or I'll record a thoughts video sometime this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to cram that in. I have at least one guildie who mentioned that they want to. Oh, by the way, let's just get the appropriate role assigned to Ritz while he's here, while I'm thinking about it. But at least one of my pen and paper guys is interested in figuring out Legends, at least. Now, the danger is this particular person who's excited is very much a pick up a new shiny thing, play it for a week, sometimes 2, with the most intense focus, and then throw it in the garbage until some random thing makes him want to pick it up again. So I am interested in checking it out. It's a new game. It's in beta. I don't know what else to kind of say about it. Am I talking about you? No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about my friend Dustin. I don't think that's a secret. Dustin is... He is like the ADD of gamers when it comes to games. He'll play something so hard and so intense for like a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and then it's just like, I'm over it, and play something else for a week, sometimes 2 weeks. Does that feel accurate to you, Tobrel?
Pretty accurate.
So, he's very excited to give it a shot with us, so hopefully we'll get him on stream. Tobrel might check it out because it's free and everyone else is doing it. And we'll see if we
What's
can't...
free?
It's called Magic Legacies?
Legends.
Legends, I don't know. I just search for Magic the Gathering and it comes up. It's the new beta. I don't know what it's going... I don't know what their model is going to be like. I suspect it's going to be lots of microtransactions in it.
I've never played any of those, but if it's free, I might try it.
It is not... Tlab sends me a message, Magic Legends. It's, from what I've seen, it's kind of like a Diablo clone, but using Magic the Gathering themed stuff. And then Tlab mentioned that they have like a random deck type thing for your spell effects and things to come up, so...
You basically get like a hand, and then you have like 5 spells which you can cast at any given point. So it's not like you can't just go like, I want to cast D-Door right now. I'm going to cast D-Door. You have to like draw D-Door, and then you can cast it.
So
The power of randomness.
The power of randomness. Yeah. So we'll be trying to check that out in the next couple of weeks. Again, hardcore starts next week, a week from today. So starting next week, we're going to hit that really hard. And then if we cap out tonight, which I suspect we will, then we'll probably take tomorrow morning stream and make it a Final Fantasy Tactics stream. For sure. To try to get... Because I'd like to get Final Fantasy Tactics finished before hardcore server starts on Thursday. So we might do a little less DDO this week and a little bit more other stuff this week, at least during the morning streams. And then we might see what we can get away with in the evening streams for the next couple of days as well. So, schedule is in flux, but if you're interested in Dungeons & Dragons Online, I will definitely be back tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time. And, of course, over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SamusGarobo, which is showing up in the link now. There's lots of content there as well. And, of course, you can support any and all of our content by jumping over at patreon.com/Samus. That is the best way to support your streamers financially. But, of course, the best way to support your streamers is just to be around. So, hopefully, we'll see you guys tonight. Peace, much love. And I'll see you guys in a few hours.